Not all of our videos come out in chronological order, and that is the case with today's adventure, because we're going all the way back to our very first canyoneering experience at Rubio Canyon. This is a great beginner's canyon because of the fact that even though some of the rappels are pretty good size, none of them seem to be overly technical. The approach to this canyon is solid. It is a lot steeper than most of the hikes we had been going on at this time, so it really kicked our butts. At one point of the climb, you can look off to your left and see one of the rappels that you're going to be doing just a little bit. After climbing just over 700 feet, we reached the top of the canyon and it was time to gear up. At a height of around 24 feet, the first rappel is a short one, and it was really good, especially for beginners like we were at the time. Rappel 2 and 3 are back to back and combine to create Leontine Falls. The first stage of this rappel just about doubles rappel 1 with a height of just over 40 feet. There is a pretty good ledge at the bottom of rappel 2, but if you have a larger group like we did this day, it might not be a horrible idea to set up rappel 3 and have people going down that at the same time. It's kind of funny looking back at this video and seeing how far our skills have come since then. Next up we have rappel 3, which is one of the largest rappels in this canyon at just over 100 feet. There was a tiny bit of water on this wall. Just enough to make it a little bit slippery, but not enough to create the large pool at the bottom that is known to exist during certain seasons. We had a small rope issue at the bottom, but luckily On was light enough to lift up to grab it. If you look on RopeWiki, it says that this canyon has 12 rappels, but several of these are down climbable. In fact, we only ended up doing 8 rappels over the course of the day. In fact, we ended up skipping all the way ahead to rappel 6A. This comes in at right around 60 feet and drops you into Diana's Bath. Unfortunately, we were completely unbathed this day because it was bone dry. This brings us to rappel 7, which is another 100-footer and the second biggest rappel of this canyon, and it's only second place by a couple of feet. This one is pretty simple. The only challenge here is that it wants to suck you into a crack on the left. If you can manage to stay to the right though, you should be able to breeze right through it. With the two biggest rappels of the day out of the way, you shouldn't have anything over 45 feet for the rest of the canyon. After this fun little down climb, we had 2 more rappels that were roughly in the 40-foot range, and both were pretty fun. Rappel 10A goes down a big blocky staircase, and as long as you watch your step, it should be pretty much a piece of cake. After a fun slide, you will be at rappel 10B, which is another fun 40-footer, and this one is a lot more on the vertical side. If you're following the beta on RopeWiki, there is one more 40-footer listed after this one, but for some reason we didn't do that one this day. What we did, however, do is find a new love and appreciation for canyoneering. We cannot wait for more adventures up ahead. If you enjoy our adventures, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you get notified when we make new videos. Check us out on Instagram at thatadventurelife_official. And for all the information about this canyon and other awesome things to do in Southern California, head on over to thatadventurelife.com.